such big moments in the second half, considering what he's gone through?
Yeah, it was huge. You know, he's ready to step up whenever his name's called, and we believe in him highly. So, you know, we weren't surprised when he went out there and did what he did, but we're just glad and just happy for him.
LJ, you had a pretty good game too. At what moment did you feel like, okay, this is my night to show out?
After one of the threes, I felt really good about it. And then Coach ran the same play back to back, and another one dropped. So I knew at that point I was feeling it, and these guys do a good job in the huddle saying to keep looking for me, and the coaches preached that as well. So.
Adam, what did you see out of LJ tonight?
Confident. You know, he's a killer at the end of the day, and we believe in him highly, and we just want to do our best whenever anybody's hot to feed him. So I feel like we can continue to grow on that and continue to find more shots because everybody saw it out there. He was feeling it. So
they switched all five. Did you guys I'm sure you didn't anticipate that they would do that. And did it at all change your offensive approach after you saw that?
It definitely was an adjustment. We didn't anticipate that they would go to it right away. But, we have a group of guys that are ready to adapt and adjust to any situation. And we just wanted to go out and try to get the best shots we could out there.
Were you trying to hunt different matchups at all?
Yeah, definitely. There's always, at the end of the day, Kansas is an elite defensive team. So anytime we can get an opportunity where we feel like we have an advantage, we want to try to attack that. So.
LJ, what's kind of the feeling on this team? You have won 5 in a row. You have won in different ways. What's kind of the feeling right now?
I mean, it feels good, but we're not trying to be too satisfied over this win. We knew we had to protect home court. We haven't done that so far this year, so we preached that in film and practice. So it feels good to protect home court.
Adam, how do you feel like you all were able to secure so many offensive rebounds tonight?
Just energy and effort. We felt like at the end of the day, the toughest team's going to win this game, and we pride ourselves on that, so we wanted to go out there and be the toughest team. And credit to Jalen, Flo, all of those guys, even us guards trying to come back and help. It was huge for us, and it made a big difference in the game.
For most of Scott's tenure, Kansas was winning the league every single year. For the last 4 years, you guys are 4-3 against them. I think you've been here for all of those. Didn't play the first year, but do you feel like you're on their level, and what's it like when Kansas is on the schedule and that night?
I just want to give God the glory for the platform that He's given us. We've continued to work really hard, and Coach Drew's believed in us. He continued to put us in situations where we can thrive. So we're thankful to be in this situation and continue to compete at a high level and win every game we try to go out there. So.
Adam, you talked about how Kansas is such an elite defense, but you guys played at an elite level on the defensive side today. What was the change there? It seems like that's been the real difference these past couple games.
It's all about camaraderie at the end of the day. As long as we're locked in and we're connected out there, I know that we can defend at a high level. And a lot of people think that's our knack. But, at the end of the day, once we're communicating and flying around, we know we can get the job done.
LJ, Adam kind of touched on it, but for Jalen to just continue doing what he's doing last couple of games, just how big is that?
It's huge for us. He's a big piece to this team. And in order for us to go far, we feel like he has to be playing his best basketball as well as us. So, I'm proud of him at the end of the day. He goes out there playing, and he plays hard no matter if he's making shots or not. So now he's making shots. He's doing the little things still. So he's playing really well.
LJ, when Kansas took the lead there fairly early in the second half, you guys responded with a 12-2 run to kind of take it back. How big was that to answer that, I guess?
I don't even remember him taking the lead, honestly.
They hit a three-pointer to go up 46-45.
Oh, well.
And then Langston, I think that was part of Langston.
He had the three-point play.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's huge for us. It just shows that when adversity hits, we're able to fight through it. And we've had games this season where adversity hits, and, we didn't fight back. So doing that today was big for us.
And LJ, late in the game, you were able to draw a foul on a two-point jumper and get to the line. Kind of what are you looking for in those situations when you're deciding whether to take a step back three when you've been that effective all night or get to the hoop?
I just read the big. At that point, I knew my man was behind me. So the big was dropping back, so I was just eating up his space. And I felt Dewan on my back, and he was touching me. So I knew if I went up right then and there, I would get the call. So that was my progression throughout that play.
And Adam, you might remember this play, but KU tried to run a lob on you, and as CJ mentioned in the history, KU's had some lobs on Baylor in the past. Langston was able to deflect it. What went well on that play for Langston to kind of sniff it out early and stop that KU lob in the first half? Do you remember that play?
That's just credit to the coaching staff at the end of the day. Going through scout and being, holding everybody accountable at the end of the day to pay attention and understand, because they're high on, when they come out of timeouts or media, whatever it may be, they're looking for a big-time play and a oop like that. So credit to Langston, credit to the guys for communicating out there, and he got the job done. So.
Adam, with Kansas playing without a real big, did y'all have a bigger emphasis going into the lane and getting to the rim?
We knew it was going to be a tough game, and whoever can get the most paint points, we believe, at the end of the day is going to be able to win the game. So we just wanted to be the toughest team out there and rebound and attack the glass and just try to get the rim as much as we could.
LJ, how big was the crowd tonight?
It was huge for us. It got real loud in there, so hopefully it rattled the other team. I don't know the effect it had as far as that, but, I felt juiced up from having the crowd that energized, so we need that this Saturday.
Well, it's always an honor and privilege being on Big Monday. And the longer you coach, the more appreciation you have for opponents. And, you look at the last 3 years, us in Kansas, the winningest Power 5 programs in the country, and last 2 national championships. And when you beat them, you have to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves. And really proud of our guys. We shot 28% second half and found a way to win. Really proud of how we competed on the glass, how we took care of the basketball. We got a culture of joy, and when things get tough, Adam, Flo, and John do a great job making sure everyone stays together and controls what they can control and competes. And blessed to coach guys that care like that. Obviously, when we were 0-3, people want to know what changed. It was 2 one-possession games, so it wasn't like we were terrible. But credit the upperclassmen for doing a great job. And I thank God every night when we don't have any injuries, because we've had a nice string where we haven't had anyone out. And it's a blessing when you can practice and get better and when you can have some consistency.
Considering what Langston has had to go through to get back to this point, that had to be pretty gratifying to see him perform like that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for him. He's worked really hard. Everyone knows him. He's a really hard worker. But, they think he's his second year in college, but he tore the ACL and didn't have any, it was in October, rehabbed, recovered, didn't get cleared for contact till September, October. So he's behind all the freshmen coming in because he didn't even have the summer. So I know he's worked really hard, and I knew after semester in December, January, he started to move a lot better, and I knew this semester he would have some good basketball in him, and he'll just get better from here.
Scott, you said the biggest thing coming into this game was going to be that turnover battle, and you guys ended up winning that by 6. How big was the defensive effort from your team today in forcing those turnovers?
Well, I think we fed off the crowd's energy, and when you play 3 out of 4 on the road, you're a little tired, and it's Big Monday, which is coming off Saturday. It's a quick turnaround. I thought the crowd was tremendous, and that really helped us have the intensity we needed. And both teams were making it tough, switching everything, and we did a great job identifying opportunities to drive, and our guards have gotten a lot better at that since the beginning of the year.
So how important was that start? You got such a hot start. You had the big crowd. How big was that?
Definitely, you got to get the crowd involved, and there's nothing worse than having a great crowd and never get them involved. So I thought that the start was important.
Scott, you mentioned a while ago that rebounding was something your team needed to emphasize. You've only been out-rebounded 1 in the 8 Big 12 games you've played so far. What clicked?
Players buying in and really competing, working hard to get better. John's practiced a little bit too, and his physicality makes everybody compete a little bit harder. If you're not blocking out, he'll knock you over.
Scott, they switched 5 tonight.
Mhm.
That's not something they typically do
Mhm.
through a whole game.
Yeah, they did a good job at it too.
Did it change the way that you approached offense when you saw that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you're switching everything, then you're more taking advantage of matchups, and our guards have gotten better at it. We need to still keep improving at it, but that was something that we knew they would do some of it. Obviously, not that much, but the way we started, we're the exact same way. We're going to change if something's not working.
And you guys are now the last 4 years 4-3 against them, and for them to come in and change something they don't always do to do that, like, to you, does it feel like, okay, that means something? I mean, obviously you've got one national championship, all this, but to like have that respect that they're gonna try to change it up for you.
No, I know Bill's going to do whatever it takes to win. Doesn't matter who they're playing, and he's a great coach, and that's why you got to beat them. And no matter who he's playing, he'll put them in positions to be successful. And again, it's really gratifying when you do win because you know you've had to earn it.
Scott, how big was Jalen?
Huge. He's been great. He's put in a lot of work, but his offensive rebounding, taking care of the basketball. I mean, he had 9 boards tonight, 11 and 9. His efficiency shooting, 3 for 6. He makes free throws, 3 assists, 1 turnover. If we get 3 assists, 1 turnover every game out of him. I mean, he's a low turnover guy, but the 3 assists was great too.
Scott, seems like you guys are figuring out different ways to win. Does it seem that way to you? It's not the same way.
In the Big 12, teams are too good, coaches are too good, players are too good, and it's hard to have on nights every night, and everybody's got defensive schemes to shut down different people. So, and everyone's got some elite defenders, and you need other people to step up. I thought LJ really gave us a great lift first half, and he got some good looks. Credit his teammates getting him open and finding them, but then he made some tough shots and tough plays too.
Scott, in the first half, Langston stopped that lob attempt by KU. What was kind of working for him there that he sniffed out that play and stopped it?
We just want him to be active. So I mean, Langston's a great athlete, and his explosivity and his motor's been able to get a lot better after the first couple weeks in the season. I mean, for a while there, he just wasn't moving real well, and now he's getting a lot more athletic, and as you saw in his drives, he can finish, he can elevate. And we need that because he's a bigger guard for us.
Scott, interesting, you're not called top 10 Kansas team at home, and the students don't feel the need to storm the court. What does that say about where this program's going?
Yeah, I don't know what it would take to get a storming of the court now because, I mean, you win 23 in a row, 19 in a row, 21 in a row, been ranked number 1. So, I mean, I think our students have helped with all of that, so they deserve a lot of credit, and we're very thankful for that. At the same time, our players have done a great job in establishing a winning tradition.
Scott, when Kansas took their only lead there early in the second half, you guys responded with a 12-3 run.
Mm-hmm.
Langston started it with a 3-point play, but how big was that just to answer or not?
Yeah, I
I
thought that was big. Our bench outscoring them 13-2, and our bench is getting better and better, and you need to have that. I mean, you look at the last couple of years. I mean, shoot, last year we had LJ on the bench, Jeremy Sohan on the bench, and Jonathan Chamachacha on the bench. So, like, as a coach, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, let's go. I mean, that's a great bench. So we're developing that rotation again in depth, which is great.
Scott, Kansas had just 6 fast break points. Was that a big emphasis for you this game?
Yeah, it's an emphasis every game for us, but we're better at it today.
Coach, what do you think about Flo's play today in the post? It seemed like he was really down there by himself.
Yeah, I thought his stat line doesn't show a lot, but the big number it shows is plus 11. And in 26 minutes, that's the biggest thing that stands out. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about, winning.
And Scott, it looked like when you all were pressing some tonight, it gave KU a little bit of trouble. What was effective when you pressed KU tonight?
I think just early on, maybe they were a little rattled, and then we backed out of it. I mean, in big Monday games, you don't want to give up easy ones, and they schematically they're always going to put their guys in position to break stuff, and then you don't want to give up a 3. So we pick and choose our times.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.